Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eleanor and I'm going to be doing the end of the year book tag just now. No one has tagged me to do this because this is just the sort of tag that you do this time of year, and it's whether you want to do it or not. I'll leave the original creator of this tag linked in the description so you can watch their video. And I'm also going to link Faye from Books and Chocoholics end of the year book tag video down in the description because it was her video I saw that reminded me that this was a video people do this time of year. And the first question is, are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? And yes, I need to finish Wilder Girls by Rory Powers. I think I started that this year. It would be really bad if I'd started it at the end of last year. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I was reading this on my Kindle. I put it down to pick up something else, and I just don't pick up my Kindle very much. I really struggle to read books on my Kindle. I just prefer paperbacks, and I can't take a Kindle into my work, so I just don't think about it. And I think at this point, I think I would need to start the book again. So I really would like to try and push through and finish that book just to get it off my currently reading list on Goodreads because it's annoying me now. The next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition you into the end of the year? And I wasn't quite sure what this was meant by this question, but a book I really, really want to read right now is Feed by Myra Grant. This again came highly recommended to me by Faye from Books and Chocoholic. Her and fellow bookseller Kayla from Reading Cloud, I'll leave both their channels linked below again, did a zombie themed live show, and one of the books that they read was Feed, and they both really enjoyed it, and it seems right up my street. I really like reading zombie books. I've read quite a few on this channel already, and I'm looking forward to reading it, and I'd like to read it now because although we're slightly just past Halloween now, it's still that kind of time of year for spooky, creepy books. Well, it's not really spooky, I don't think, it's zombie apocalyptic, but I think it's the right time of year as we're getting the darker nights in, so this is what I'm going with for my transitional book. Probably totally not right for the question at all, but I'm rolling with it. The next question is, there any new releases you're still waiting on at this time of year? And I don't really read books that current. I really enjoy getting my books secondhand because brand new releases are really expensive, and I'm not that up to date with brand new releases. And the few that I was anticipating this year, I've already got. But there's one book I'm still waiting on for pre-order, and it was called The OMG Effect by Reverend Chris Lee. You can probably tell by the title that this is a Christian book. Reverend Chris Lee is a pastor down in a church in England, and he is involved heavily on Instagram where he posts 60 minute, no, the opposite of that, 60-second sermons every day. And I really enjoyed watching him on Instagram, so I pre-ordered his book, and that should be coming any moment now. I can't remember the exact publication date, but that's the only book I'm still waiting for in 2020. The next question is, what are 3 books you still want to read before the end of the year? Now, about a month ago, I did a video, I'll leave it linked in the cards, talking about some books that I really wanted to read before the end of 2020, and I still have a couple that I haven't read yet. One of them was hit myself in the face. One of them was Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I've actually just started this. I'm about 65 pages in, and I'm enjoying it so far, so I will get this read this month, and that'll tick that off the list. Also in that video was the Obelisk Gate by M.K. Jensen. This is the second in the Broken Earth trilogy, and I'm annoyed at myself that I haven't continued this series so far. I really need to read this and then buy the third book and complete the trilogy, because I did love the first book. It was so mind-bending and crazy, and I just want to read it. So I have to read this because I've been talking about this all year, that I need to finish this series. And a third book from that video that I need to read is The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. Again, this is the third and final book in the Winter Night trilogy, and I have to finish the series before the end of the year. And this is perfect because I really want to read this end of November, starting into December, because it's set in the depths of winter in Russia, and I just think it will be so atmospheric to read during December. Yeah, and again, this is another book I've been talking about all year that I have to read, so I really, really want to get to these 3 books. One I'm currently reading, 2 more that I want to get to. The next question is there any book that could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? I don't know about shock, because the few of the books there that I'm really wanting to read, any of them could be a new favourite, but I don't know if it would be a shock, because I am really, really anticipating enjoying them. But I don't know if that would be a shock, because I'm really looking forward to enjoying them anyway. I suppose maybe I'll absolutely love Jurassic Park, and hopefully, I'm hoping that I will love Feed, because it came so highly recommended, and I love zombies and stuff. But I don't really know how to answer that question. And the next question and last question of this tag is, have you already started making plans for your reading for 2021? And the answer is no, because I don't plan my reading at all. You can tell by the number of videos where I've said, oh, I need to get to this, I need to get to this, and when do I ever actually get to them? I don't. I am a huge, huge mood reader, which does me really well in some cases and does me really badly in other cases. Maybe 2021 is the year that I need to plan my reading a little bit more. Maybe I should pick a book every single month that I have to read, and maybe that'll kind of get me through, because in October I did the Trick or Treat-a-thon, and I picked 4 books for that, and I read them, and I also read other books, and I think because I had that pressure to complete that books for the readathon, I did read them and complete them. So maybe I do need that encouragement to kind of encourage my reading. But as of right now, no. I have lots of books that I own that I really want to get to, and I think I'm just maybe going to prioritise books I've owned longer, and maybe be more strict, and if I don't read them, to pass them on, because if I've had them for a few years and I still haven't read them, am I that intrigued to read them? Probably not. So I think I'm maybe just going to focus more on reading books I've had for a while. Just thought, one plan I have for 2021 is I really need to read and want to read the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare. I've read the 6 Mortal Instrument books. I don't know if they're in shot, they're just there on that shelf. And I read them all back to back, not last year, but the year before, in 2018, I think. And I really enjoyed reading them, but I needed a break because I kind of ran out of momentum reading those 6 big books back to back. People have always told me, and my sister's even told me, that the Infernal Devices trilogy is better. So I'm really, really eager to read them. I just haven't done so yet, because I want to read that trilogy. And then Cassandra Clare's written even more books for this world, so I'd like to kind of keep on top of that and make more progress. So I think definitely that trilogy is one I want to get to next year. And I think that's about it. This is just a very quick video. Let me know if any of these books are ones that you've read and you enjoyed, and which ones I should really, really, really make sure I read. Have you got any plans for your reading for 2021, or books that you really want to get to before the end of this year, which is like 7 weeks away, which is really scary. No, not 7 weeks. Yeah, like 7 or 8 weeks away is the end of the year. Is crazy. So yeah, so if you like this video, please be sure to like, leave a comment, and do subscribe. I make videos, or I try to make videos and post them every single week. And I would absolutely love if I could get my channel up to 150 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if that's possible, but that would be really exciting. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.